Hello, everyone. What I'm doing right now is episode number 20 of Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. And I'm doing it with the phone today instead of the computer because I want to show you some new stuff I picked up. One thing we picked up for both of our bags, as you can see, I have one and Tammy has one, is we picked up these dry bags. They're 20 liters and they're going to go inside these bags. So but if you notice, that's my Ozark Trail water bag. It has a 3 liter. I also have an extra 3 liter um, water pouch for it. And then, of course, I have the Olympic Conqueror day pack, which is all right. It's a pretty good little pack, but ultimately it's going to be changed over to a more of a militaristic type backpack, more of a tactical, as they call it. As you see, I opened this one up so I could put it there. Nice water bag. One of the things I did when I was hiking the Florida Trail, and then I hiked the Appalachian Trail and through Alabama on the Pinoak Trail, was I got wet a lot. And my gear always seemed to get ruined, and I was always buying new items. So I got one for both of us. Last time I went, I picked up a couple things. There was this used holster for a mini NAA North American Arms 22. A little ammo this time for Tammy for her Wrangler. And I have a pouch, a package of non-stick pads that got a little bit of like a band-aid around the outside of them. Got some gauze there. And I picked up some more earplugs just in case we needed to fire them. And there is grease. We're going to each have one in our cleaning kits. And I picked up a second water key. That's because I have one, and we also have the single water keys, but that didn't really make me too happy. So as you can see, she's got one, the single water key, and that's her water key over there. And I got her a little cleaning kit and stuff, and she's got her earphone things there. Protect her ears. Nice pair of glasses. We picked up some bags last time. There is a bag inside her backpack. She has a nice Adamus backpack. And for her survival belt, I picked up this nice pouch. Now I have one on mine too. It's black too, and I really like it. And here's her pack. And of course, up here, this was actually my pack that I was showing you. It's her pack with the water pack attached to the back. My goal is that she basically looks more civilian than me. And my goal is when I get my pack set up, and I get a larger pack, which is what I need so I can put certain items into the backpack to keep them concealed and out of sight, and also to protect them from the elements. So, anyhow, I also picked up a couple of other items here. I picked up the North Carolina, Georgia Appalachian Trail maps. Now, I used to have all these, but I kind of got rid of them and gave them to people as I was hiking the trail and buying new ones. And when I left the trail, I still had the main ones, but then once I hiked it, I pretty much knew where I was going. And I hiked up and I hiked down the trail, spent the winter kind of mid-country after doing that, and then hiked back down here to the Georgia area before taking off and going back to Seattle. But that was like almost 12 to 13 years ago now. All right. So anyhow, I was currently using this belly bag, and it's much smaller than this belly bag. And I've got a belly bag here. It's a little bit bigger, and it's got a little pouch on each waist belt, stretchy. It's got one over here too, and that will allow me to, and a pocket in the front, and a little webby, stretchy pocket in the front, so I could put things there if I need to free up my hands quickly. So this also has the Smoky Mountain map in it, and it has two-sided maps. They're water resistant, and I got the guidebook for this section. So they say there's 11 of them, so I guess I'm going to need the rest of them. I had a guidebook that kind of covered the whole thing, But I don't know. Now they seem to be doing it in sections. I guess it's so you buy more stuff. I don't know. And last time I got glasses, we each have a pair. My pair is yellow. Her pair is clear. And she uses a little pill bottle to put things in. It's waterproof. And we got these little bags, like I said before. And there's her belly bag. So the way we wear these is put the belly bag on first and get it nice position in the middle of the back. Pick up this purple backpack and put it on our back and fit it on us and adjust it. And then lower the belly bag down over the front of the buckle on it once it's all together. Now this bag will probably attach to the back somewhere for her, along with a couple of other pouches, and then this could attach to the back too, or I could hook it to the front for her on some of the straps in the front. And of course the water bottle could be still on the back, and we could feed the water to her over the shoulder of the backpack. And we just got to remember to take it off when she takes the backpack off. Okay. Well, that's all this, and I got 2 more water bottles with it. I like these water bottles much more than I like the water bottles, even though they look the same. They're not. These are giveaways from Sportsman's Warehouse over in our outdoor warehouse or something like that. It's on 4th Avenue in Seattle, Washington, or 2nd Avenue, excuse me. And anyhow, they're kind of cheesy. But I like the pouches, even though there's no way to attach them really well. I might figure out something to keep the pouches. After the first, well, it's after the first now, but after about the 7th to the 11th, I'm going to go down to the store to do our shopping. And when I do, I'm going to get some water bags and not water bags. See, I'm getting confused because I got things going on around me. But I'm going to get some smart water bottles because we have those water treatment, water filter items, you know, the ones that you can squeeze and push the water through to filter it. And I think that will be good for us. And what I'm hoping to do is put 2 of those on the bag and maybe put those 2 bottles on Tammy's bag over here, and then put 2 smart water bottles on mine, and put these 2 on my purple backpack, which is actually over here. All right, well, I guess that's about all I have to say about this stuff. While we're looking at the camping gear, I want to talk about Tennessee. I feel really bad that this person with mental problems, and I say she has mental problems, and a lot of these people are inferring because she was transgendered that she had mental problems. Sometimes, you know, if you get abused and you get hurt, sometimes you develop mental problems. And she might have had some, and I'm pretty sure she did. Because, you know, people don't normally go out and kill people in schools. And I really feel sorry for the family of the children that were hurt. And I feel sorry for the wives and family of the adults that were hurt. It doesn't really matter what caused this. What mattered was she was another person that fell through the cracks. I noticed there's a pattern going on in our country. The pattern is that we don't take care of the mentally ill. Having lived in Seattle for a long time before I moved to Georgia, I would leave my house to go down to the QFC or the drugstore or the bank or stuff, and they were all standing on corners and begging or walking down the middle of the street with their pants falling off and mumbling to themselves or threatening people in cars. And the police, they just don't do anything about it until they're called. Then they come out and round them up, and then they're back out on the street in a day or two, even if they do take them to a hospital, and they have them go through an evaluation. It's because that part isn't broken. They should be picked up and taken for an evaluation. And I'm talking about the mentally ill. You know, we live in a country that's very rich. We could help the mentally ill. We could set up programs. We could tell them, take your medications. If you don't take your medications, we'll put you in an institution and you'll be given your medications. Just like we should arrest drug dealers. We should arrest drug users. and we should put them in jail. I mean, we got so many crimes going on, like in California, in New York, and some of the bigger cities, because they're not arresting people below a certain dollar value if they commit a crime. I mean, that's kind of going the same way as the mental issues. People just keep, they just keep screwing around. Got these nice hoops here. I like that one with the eagle and stuff. And then I got the Don't Tread on Me flag. And I have the wolf in the moonlight. I think that's really nice, and the wolf pack. I like that kind of stuff. I always have. One of the issues that I have is, we live in a country. It's supposed to be freedom. I mean, people go, oh, we want the Second Amendment to stand firm, and we don't want to give up anything, and we don't want to give up our right to worship who we want to, Christians, Muslims. This country, the First Amendment says you have a right to worship whoever you want to. But what you don't have the right to do is go tell people about that all the time. You have a right to speak your mind. You have a right to even go to people and tell them, when they tell you, I don't want to hear the good news, or they just want to be left alone. Maybe you shouldn't go to people's doors and knock on their doors either. But anyhow, that's just my opinion. Other people would disagree with me. I understand what they're doing. I understand that they're promoting God because that's what they believe in. And I'm glad that they believe in God. And I'm glad the Muslims have their God, and I'm glad everyone has the God that they believe in. But our country also allows us not to be forced to believe. And that's one of the reasons why it's in the Constitution, in the Bill of Rights. We also have the right in the Constitution, in the Declaration of Independence. Everyone has a right to the pursuit of happiness. Don't tell us what we can and cannot do if you don't want us to tell you what you can and cannot do. You need to start thinking about that. Christians, anti-gunners, got to start thinking about that. I mean, there's a lot of us out there that are gun people, that are non-Christian, that are also survivalists and preppers. We're all trying to just live our lives and be happy. I think everyone just needs to love each other. I keep saying that in my videos. We need to love each other. We need to take pity on those people and then offer to help them that don't have the same capabilities that we do. We need to take care of Americans first. We need to take care of everyone. And I'm talking about Christians and Muslims and Jewish people, whatever. This is, a week before Easter. Come on, people. Let's love each other. I think that's what Jesus wanted. Let's quit fighting all the time. They want us to fight. The powers to be, and I hate to sound conspiratorial, but the powers to be, they want us to fight among ourselves. Because when we're fighting among ourselves, we're not taking care of the things we need to take care of for ourselves. If you're not gay and you don't believe in gay marriage, then don't marry a gay. If you don't like guns, you don't want to own a gun, then don't own a gun. Don't buy it. But don't stop other people from having the right to do what they want to do, as long as they're not hurting anybody. And I realize this person in Tennessee hurt people. She was mentally ill. Until we take care of the mentally ill issues and we help people and help them become better, we're going to continue seeing these things. And you can get rid of the guns. People are going to use swords, knives, machetes, axes, chainsaws. I mean, why do you think they make all those horror movies? In the old days, the Romans used to stab people to death with spears and swords. The days of the swashbucklers and stuff, the pirates used to stab people with swords. Come on, people. Love each other. Quit fighting among ourselves. Maybe we ought to pay attention to what the government is doing. Maybe a few of the people in the government. The government's not completely bad. Our government's the best government on the earth. America is the best country in the world. And that's all I've got to say about this. So take care of each other. Remember, you are the resistance. Bye.